I was struggling with the idea that God was male. I'm 18 years old. I'm involved in the feminist movement at the time. And Jesus himself is male. And you are asked as a Christian to worship him. I was struggling and I felt guilty. Like, how can I question this faith that I have? But at the same time, I was questioning it. I wanted to fix myself. I wanted to fix it. I was disturbed by my struggle. And there was a course offered called Introduction to Old Testament. What I could find out was that the professor was a practicing Christian. So I felt safe, like, okay, I can do this. Well, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, because I took the class, and after 3 weeks of being in the class, I could no longer be Christian. I sit down with the Quran and I say, oh God, let it open to what you want me to read. So it opens up to the verse in Surah Al-Ahzab, إِنَّ الْمُسْلِمِينَ وَالْمُسْلِمَاتِ وَالْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ وَالْقَانِتِينَ وَالْقَانِتَاتِ to the end of the verse. And I'm stunned. I can't believe it. And it's a joke. It's a joke that I tell people now. I think it's so funny because I'm sitting there in my state of being stunned and overwhelmed. And I'm saying to myself, oh my God, Islam has equity between men and women in the faith. So I got up, I took that prayer that the boy gave me, and I took that prayer and I held it in my hand and I did all the movements. And in the last sujood, I said, oh God, if this Quran, these are your words, then I'm a Muslim. But if not, I need you to tell me right now, because I really don't want to do this. The Quran spoke very adamantly and strongly about the position of women in Islam. And no matter what everybody was doing, it seemed to me that Islam had a very strong opinion that women matter, that their persons matter, that their life matters, that their happiness matters, that their relationship with Allah is their own and not dependent on other people. If you look at the women around the Prophet, we have women like Shifa, who was a very brainy, academic, healing type person who had ambition. We have Aisha radiallahu anha. These are the names that we say a lot, but Aisha radiallahu anha, who is really the beginning of a long sanad of women teachers. And her sort of graduation, if you will, from the school of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a professor, who then began to bring others in and teach them, that is, again, her personality. And I think it's really important for us to recognize that the Prophet ﷺ interacted with women as who they were. It's just ridiculous. But today, we want all women to be one kind of woman. And we pressure each other. Like, if you're not, whatever that type of woman is, like, it doesn't even matter. Different groups pressure each other to be one kind of woman. No, Allah created us all differently. We work together. Each one of our personalities is important. So when you ask me about the Prophet ﷺ, I think the most important lesson we learned from him about this question in itself is that his interaction with women was one of interacting with them as full human beings.